You're on -3 decibels and I'm on 14.
It's a damn dirty lie. It was never convicted.
No, not yet.
What do you mean not yet? What do you know that I don't?
Are you recording?
Maybe.
Well, I'm not. So
Good for you. I keep forgetting you're not in that camera. You're in that one.
Yep. Well, you're in that one. There's only one. Hi.
The bar safe to say.
Suck in, Bob.
I beg your pardon? I'm not entirely sure you're allowed to talk to me like that.
I saw a female cover band of Led Zeppelin called Zepparella today.
I don't know how to feel about that, I'll be honest.
Quite attractive. The lead singer's really, really good at harmonica and good singer. That's the clip, but I'm not going to clap in the actual things. That's fine.
Do we need to clap?
Let me just do a test recording again. You don't need to clap.
Oh.
Just speak normally.
Speaking normal. Sorry, I'm speaking normally.
Do your laugh. So I know I'm...
Molly. Right. I think I'm ready. I think. I may be wrong though. Why can't I edit that?
I need a compressor. See if I just speak closer to the camera. But then I'm not in the camera. Let's go by now.
That's an unpleasant sound.
I put a filter on. Add. Compressor. Oh my god, I can. No way.
No way, man.
I should do this for my actual thing. Yeah, just compressor. I don't need a name. Hello. Turn that threshold upside down. Put the attack up and the release up. And put the gain a little bit higher and the ratio.
That's what I would do.
Hello.
Hi.
Yay! Now I'm louder. Do I appear louder?
Yay.
Woo!
That's a good thing.
Clapping is only a little bit bad. Ah! Whatever, that'll do. Woo!
You ready?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am ready. Accepted. Right. Let me just go back into compressor.
Hang on, I need to get this out of my system now.
I find that yawning is the worst problem I get.
That's because I'm boring.
Especially when live streaming, I'm like, oh.
Oh, hang on, I need to see where I am on the video. Where am I sitting? I'm sitting perfectly. If
You're
not
right in front of me.
A little bit too far away. No,
What about me?
Why? Oh, that's weird.
What?
Well, it hasn't got the Skype symbols on your screen now.
Good.
Keep
it that way.
I was probably. I must have been capturing the wrong window last time.
Maybe.
Well, I assume so. Oh, hang on, I've got it.
Let's hope.
Right, sorry, we'll get on with it in just a second.
Still not convinced.
Well, be convinced.
Let's try. Because I know I'm going to be loud at some point. But what about now?
Why? What are you planning?
What?
I said, why? What are you planning?
I don't know.
Audio output capture. Right, I think I'm ready.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm a ledge.
Let's see if... No, filters. Oh, I can put a noise gate on you. From here.
Sounds painful, please don't.
Why can't you default it? No. Oh, crap. Hang on. Is it 1-to-1?
Yeah, why not?
I don't remember. Hello. 700 is my final offer. Okay. Add noise gate. Okay, just speak.
I am speaking. This is me speaking.
Do your weird, gross thing. Do your... Okay, that's really loud. There's no way I'm going to be able to get rid of that.
Because I have a massive nose.
What? That sounds familiar. Oh, is that Warrior?
That was Luigi, apparently.
Is there no Simpsons ones?
No, it's video games.
You need a Simpsons soundboard on phone. Woohoo! Right, I'm ready now.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling you're not going to be.
I'm already recording.
Right. Okay,
What?
music's ready. Notes are ready. Ew, don't do
This
that.
cat is annoying.
Right. More of a Peter Piper picked a peck of pickle. There's not a good time.
Shelbyville.
If I can't even say the name of the show. Peter Piper
More
picked
of
a
a
peck of pickled peppers.
Shelbyville idea.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck chuck?
How many
much-
nuns could a nunchuck chuck if a nunchuck could chuck nuns?
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Right. Peter Piper picked a
Planes.
peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. Right.
Hang on. Oh, no, that's going to take too long.
Yes, it is. Oh, I'm missing a bit.
What? What are you missing?
Oh, shite.
Mrs. Landers was a health nut. She cooked food in a wok. Mrs. Harris had a boyfriend. I can't read it. It keeps moving. Stupid ads. And he had a great big cock-a-doodle-doodle. The rooster just won't quit. I don't want my breakfast because it tastes like Shih Tzus make good house pets. They're cuddly and sweet. Monkeys aren't good to have because they like to beat their meeting in an office. A meeting in a hall. The bossy wants to see you so he can suck his ballsack. Was a writer. He lived without fun. Mrs. Roberts didn't like him, but that's because she's a contaminated water. Can really make you sick. Your bladder gets infected and blood comes out. You'll dictate what I'm saying because it will bring you luck. And if you don't like it, I'll give you a flying. Right, there you go.
I'm disgusted. Right, I'm ready now. Sorry, I actually missed something off my notes because I'm a tit.
Yep.
Right, are you ready?
Yep.
Have I got the intro selected? I do have the intro
Yep.
selected.
Yep. Okay, so if I point this way, it clips. If I point this way, it's massively under quiet. So if I point this way, hey!
Are you done?
Yes.
Right, we're going. I'm going to start.
Right.
Wait till I start talking. I'll do the intro. Blah
I'm
blah
gonna
blah.
pull if you don't go.
You just went really quiet.
Did I?
Yep. Oh, you're back again. It's fine. Right, you ready? 5, 4.
It's more of a Shelbyville idea.
Welcome to It's More of a Shelbyville podcast. My name is Dobby,
My name is Jez.
and we are going to be talking about another Simpsons episode, Simpsons number 3.
It's more of a Shelbyville idea.
Or it would have been better if that didn't carry on playing.
What?
We may need to do that again.
You want to start again?
Yeah, okay, that can't
It's
be.
okay, I
it.
clipped the hell out of the microphone when I went woo.
Why
Woo!
did that
That's
do
better.
that?
I need to go back.
Why did that do
Woo! Sound like Bender. Woo!
that? That was annoying. How
Sorry.
do I don't want you to. Right. Is that a metal ruler?
No, this is a standing knife. This is your standing knife.
Oh, you've got it. I was looking for that.
Oh yeah, I didn't think. I just realised that you probably would have wanted
Yes,
this.
I need that, you dickhead.
Yeah, I'll give it back to you. I kept forgetting to put it back in the house, and now you need it.
Right, 5,
Yep.
4, 3, 2...
It's more of a Shelbyville idea.
Welcome to It's More of a Shelbyville podcast. My name is Dobby.
My name is Jez.
And we are going to be talking The Simpsons, specifically Season 1, Episode 3, Homer's Odyssey.
Homer's Odyssey.
Homer's Odyssey. First aired 21st of January 1990. Long time ago. After losing his job, Homer becomes an anti-nuclear activist. That's the entire blurb for this one.
It's a short blurb because there's so much more that can be used to describe this episode.
Directed by Wes Archer, one of the apparently original 3 animators on The Simpsons, worked on the Tracy Ullman shorts, and he also went on to direct quite a few episodes of The Simpsons. And then, as quite a lot of them seem to do, he left and went to work on King of the Hill and Futurama.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure as this series of ours continues, we'll start to see many familiar faces return.
Absolutely. Written by a writing team of Jay Kogan and Wallace Wolodarski, which is the best name.
What a name.
That's a great name. Both of them wrote an awful lot of the Simpsons episodes and have some movie credits. Jay Kogan also went on to write for Frasier and Malcolm in the Middle.
Wow.
Love Frasier.
Very sitcom oriented.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I think, Wallace had more movie credits. Wolodarski, had more movie credits than Kogan. Mm-hmm. So, one word. As we always do, we're going to start with one word to describe this episode.
And as usual, it's my job to find interesting ways of breaking this rule.
I don't think you've managed it yet, no.
No, so I've got this time, new interesting ways, might I add, on my little note card here. I've got... Okay, so this is the whole thing, it's right. Okay, so it's... What? Oh!
Well, that's only 2 words, so that's better than nothing.
There's a lot of punctuation there.
So, mine's not a real word. I describe this episode as Homerific.
Well, yeah, I mean, Homer-orientated episode is pretty much it, yeah.
Basically, Homer crashes here. He causes an accident at this plant, at the nuclear power plant, where he's working as a technical supervisor or supervising technician, I can't remember which. Gets fired, struggles to find a job, and then goes on a crusade to put a stop sign in, which he's successful at. Then he gets this urge to start slapping signs and everything. Mr. Burns tempts him back to the plant and makes him the safety inspector.
Aye.
That was it. What was the chalkboard gag this week?
I got it. It was... Oh, I had it. It is... Oh, yeah. I will not skateboard in the halls. Which, again, ironic.
On the nose.
The early ones seem to be, yeah.
And the couch gag was another simple one. They all run in, jump on it, and it collapses.
I thought that was the first one.
Nothing really innovative about that one.
Nah. Maybe because Homer's the driving force of the show, and so they want, everyone to like...
Still early days.
Yep, early days.
First appearances. I know I spotted a couple.
Yep.
What's the official list?
So we've got Chief Wiggum. I'm pretty sure this is the first appearance of him.
Yep.
He is fat and doesn't sound as imbecilic, but he also wears a grey uniform instead of a blue one.
Right.
Did we see Mr. Burns in the first episode?
No, he was just a voice over the speakers.
Yeah, same as Smithers.
Yes.
So he saw Mr. Burns for the final. We got Jasper.
Yes, but with the wrong voice. Did you notice?
No, I thought it was his voice.
No.
Is what I heard.
No.
What was his voice?
It's the one he uses, but that wasn't it.
Right, okay. What else we got? I think... that's it. Smiling Joe Fusion, I'm pretty sure, is in more than this episode. The cartoon character.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think. Yeah. I don't remember. He might be.
I think he is in more than this episode. We saw Krusty. Now, this is a really, really obscure one.
Was he?
But yeah, he was. He was okay. So you know when the kids are going. Oh, are they sneaking into the plant? Oh, the kids are going underneath the barrier or something. With the security guard. The security guard's watching the TV, and there's Krusty on the TV.
Oh.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's really, really like sideways.
I suppose
glance,
that kind of that counts as a first appearance.
First appearance of a place, tire yard.
Yes.
I mean, it's not on fire yet.
I wrote that down. That was the first thing I saw was the tire yard, and it wasn't burning.
And also Blinky was there as well.
Blinky,
yeah. Very, very early appearance.
Absolutely.
And then the last one that we need to talk about, which is Smithers.
See, you've missed one.
What?
Otto.
Oh, and Otto.
Otto.
Damn, he's on my sheet, yeah. Oh, no, how did I forget Otto?
How do you forget
Yeah,
Otto?
Otto was there.
Otto's a legend.
I know. He was in 2 bits of the episode as well.
Love Otto.
Yeah, sorry, but the biggest one is Smithers.
Yes, Smithers.
Because, yeah, he's completely different. For a start, he's African American.
He's African American for a start.
He wears complete lab coat and all that jazz, and he's like nothing like a suck up to Mr. Burns.
Well,
and...
I was going to say for later, I have a piece of trivia about that. That was a mistake by the color stylist on the show. I don't know why, but he decided to make him African American. But David Silverman, who directed the original one and had a lot to do with the writing originally, they always intended Smithers to be Mr. Burns' white sycophant, and they thought it would be. They saw it. They thought, do we leave it? He's done it. He's done him as an African American. Do we leave him? But they said, no, that would be fairly insensitive to have a black subservient character. And then they switched him back to his original episode. Apparently, his skin tone was later explained as an extreme tan.
That's good. But yeah, we have. I'm pretty sure that's everyone for first appearances. Again, this is the thing we haven't mentioned is that the house as well. The house has a red roof in this. I don't know if that's an accident or not.
I don't know.
But the house,
I think
it legitimately has a red roof.
I don't know what it looked like in the Tracy Ullman shorts, so it may have just been carrying on.
Maybe
from there.
Could very well have.
Someone tell us.
That's it.
Someone tell us. Did it always have a red roof?
That would be nice to know.
So it was again a fairly. It was a simple plot, but it was. It was a Homer centered episode, but it didn't have the secondary storylines.
Yeah. Well, this one I felt was way more padded with stuff. This was a bit like punch in the face of everything coming at you at once sort of thing.
Really?
It was like so I think that every plot point was like a punch in the face of like you did not expect this. You did not expect this. Like it starts out as a school trip and we see Otto and whatnot and it's cool and then they're driving around and Otto takes a shortcut. You think he might get him lost or something, but no, they go to the power plant, that's fine. So they meet Homer. Homer then crashes into something and it gets fired and then it's Bart's fault, but that doesn't get explored. And then just like he then gets depression, and then he like tries to commit suicide, and then starts making signs, and then goes back to the power plant. So it's like it does come full circle, and it's much better storyline than the last episode.
I was going to say I enjoyed this one a lot more than I did the last one.
Yeah,
this was a lot more Homer being Homer.
I think it makes sense to put this one after last one because if they'd have put this one, then they would have thought they would have made the audience think that the show was a lot more Homer orientated than it was.
Yeah, and it worked. I think it really worked. I think it was good.
Yeah.
Did you notice this was Homer's always been employed at the power plant except when he gets fired endlessly, but this was the episode he became the safety inspector.
Yeah,
because then that's the same job he holds at the power plant with some minor variations for the all 29 series. Actually, think what we're at 28, 29 series now.
I find it amazing that he's like, he actually got that job for doing safety, and then it just completely goes up, and then he knows he's like the least safest person, the least qualified person to do it. But he takes it anyway, but just because he has the passion for the safety. And then that completely gets dropped as it goes further along.
Yes.
It's just I was definitely sure that this episode was, or this reason in the when he became the safety technician, I thought that was much later on.
Well, it's a testament. I mean, even at this stage of its development, it's a testament to the writing of the show that they did touch on suicide and depression, which are quite dark themes, but it never felt dark.
Well, personally, for me, it got a bit dark at some points.
Well, that's what it was dark, but
no, a bit too dark at some points. Right. I think the bits where it's putting like the cars go past, and the fact that it's like running him over. He could have run him over, but he didn't want to go that way. It was quite amusing. But apart from that, like the old people saying, "Oh, that Simpsons guy is going to go commit suicide again." That was a bit. I don't know. It seemed a bit poor taste, in my opinion. Some of them.
Do you think it was pitched at? I mean, it's always been quite an adult show, but it's appealed to all age groups. Do you think this was pitching slightly higher?
Oh, way higher. Higher than most episodes.
I suppose back in the 1990s was still quite early. It was before the big. I suppose the Simpsons precipitated the big, grown-up adult animation craze that happened. Like you had Ren and Stimpy and South Park. And,
oh, you mean like the stupid?
Yeah,
cartoons.
the stupid, but they weren't really aimed at kids.
Yeah,
I mean there was all kinds of drug references and something that got.
It's all like immaturity and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose, yeah, and then there was the well, that's what always cartoons have been. They're trying to be edgy, but I think this was Simpsons' edgy streak this episode. Because like you said, like the South Park would have been like really. That's always been trying to like push all the buttons.
That's always aimed to shock. Yeah.
Yeah, and Family are like always just like doing stupid and weird stuff. And Rick and Morty more recently just doing like the really weird stuff, like and like Cat Dog and things like that. But the Simpsons has always been kind of down to earth, sort of a bit more like a classic sitcom.
I was gonna say, I don't think anyone. Yes, yeah. Well, it's inspired by a lot of the American sitcoms, even far back as the Flintstones.
Yeah,
it is inspired by that. It's inspired. I couldn't. I couldn't name any off the top of my head of the American sitcoms. I know they're there. I will.
Well, it's like
look that up.
Definitely, all these old cartoons, like the Flintstones and whatnot, were intended for family instead of just kids. Like Scooby Doo was intended for the family, definitely as well and other ones like that. But yeah, so Simpsons was definitely paying homage to that, but trying to be a bit more edgy. I think in the earlier days, didn't know where it fit.
I keep saying, I know it's only the third episode, but I keep saying this, and I shall enjoy not being able to say it. They still haven't. They haven't got used to it yet. They're still growing into the 30-minute time slot. They're still developing it. I know
we should make it a rule not mention that anymore.
Yeah, they were. I know Fox. They bet on it on a. It was a bit of a gamble. They commissioned the 13 episodes, and I don't think they were quite ready. And I don't think even the Silverman and the writers were like, "Oh, we've now got this space to do this."
Yeah.
So
they stretch our legs.
Yeah. Even at this point, they're still growing into it.
Definitely.
First appearance of Burns. Do you think this was a good start for his character? Do you think it's...
Oh, this was perfect for Burns. There are a couple of characters that get really nailed in this episode, which I quite like as well, and Burns was perfect, I think. He was even... In fact, I actually prefer this Burns to what they turned him out to be, because they made him like this weird old fuddy-duddy that's like really powerful and really evil. But I like him. He's like a proper business tycoon, and he's like who's just got into the power trade, and he knows how to negotiate with Homer. And I mean, yeah, Homer tricks him sort of, but he doesn't in a way, and it's sort of like it makes a lot more sense. I prefer the relationship that they had in this episode. So like him just calling Homer out and being an idiot, and then Homer not understanding or being scared of him.
The one thing, the Springfield crowd, the mob, as it were they're almost reasonable human beings in this. I know in the later series they become Springfield is a weird place populated by weird people, but they seem quite normal people. Yay, Homer! He's helping us. Someone would have
safety
done. Yeah, somebody would have done something to him in the later episodes.
That also, because there aren't that many secondary characters. Like as the later episodes do go on, you pretty much can name every single person in the crowd. But,
That is very true.
Like at this point, they're all completely generic. I've got a few screenshots of some really derpy looking ones.
I have some trivia about the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I won't. I'll get into it when we get to the trivia section.
Sure.
And I don't even. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the episode again because I am dubious, and it's going to take some. I didn't have time to check it out today, but we'll see.
Okay,
yeah.
Right.
Well, any other comments on the episode? I mean, none of the rest of the Simpsons really had, apart from Bart at the beginning, had much to do with it.
Did we touch on why we chose our words?
I did. They're homerific because it is a Homer. It's a Homer-centered one. It's got a decent intro to his. Well, we've already done intros to his character, but it's a nice development of his character. He does care. His family's quite important to him, and he gets depressed because he's useless in his own eyes. He can't succeed. Yeah,
he's very, very relatable to someone, to an honest dad. So he's a very likable dad.
That's probably why I relate to him.
Sure, yeah, right. But I'll touch on why I chose what.
Go on then.
It's because, well, I mean, I kind of said it as like there's so much information and so many like points throughout the thing that it definitely all connects up and it's definitely a full circle in the end.
Yes.
So like he's like it's Bart there, and then he gets him fired from the plant, and then he gets depressed, and then he finds a reason to live, and then the reason to live leads him back to the plant. It's a nice story, and it definitely goes all around. But it's very interesting ideas of different points though. So like his son gets him fired because he does a stupid idea, and then in the end it's so ironic that he becomes the safety manager, even though he was the one who, he got himself in trouble for making an accident anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was very wholesome and very enjoyable to watch more than the last one.
Did you notice?
Not terribly funny.
Did you notice the probably not a deliberate mistake with Otto, which can be explained by the episodes being out of order?
Possibly.
Well, Bart, he pulls up in the bus, and Bart's like, "Otto man, Bart dude, hey Otto, you got any new tattoos?" And he's like, "Yep, I woke up with this one." And he's like, I want a tattoo.
Oh yeah,
you've already had a tattoo.
He's had
2 episodes
Well, I mean,
ago.
he did get it removed. Maybe he just means he wants to keep the tattoo.
Well, but in the correct timeline, that hasn't actually. Not that there is a timeline with The Simpsons. Each episode is fairly freestanding. Yeah, made me laugh though.
Yeah, I did think of it when it came up.
No stranglings again.
No stranglings. They're running out of episodes before.
They've only got another 10 episodes this season.
Mm-hmm.
And I completely forgot to count the dolls.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't think there weren't any special ones.
Yeah, I don't remember any.
I mean, there's always like Homer carrying the rock. He's not saying doll. He's going, but I don't, and he doesn't even say doll when he hits the thing. So.
I'm beginning to think that it's such an integral part of his character now.
Yeah,
I'm interested to see when it actually became a thing. Perhaps just because we've got so used to it, we've just always assumed it was there. But we're 3 episodes in, and I don't remember hearing one yet.
I definitely, because I'm sure that there have been a couple of dolls, because I did watch a doll counter when editing the new theme earlier. I did watch a doll counter, and there are definitely some in the Christmas one, as well as the strangling in the Christmas episode. So they've got until they get to the season finale.
I suppose so, because we weren't counting then, were we?
No, they've got until the season finale to introduce stranglings and dolls. So, yeah.
Right, some trivia.
Mm-hmm.
I'll talk about the one I already referenced. Was in the crowd.
Yes.
When Homer is standing on his car, talking to his supporters, woo, safety. If you, on the right-hand side of the crowd, there is a skeleton and a happy little elf.
Is there?
Well, apparently. I'm going to go back and I'm going to check, And if I can find it, I will put a screenshot up on. I'll stick it everywhere. I'll put it on the website. I'll put it on Instagram and Twitter as well.
Yeah, I do have my screenshot, which is of one of the person in the crowd, and he is hilarious. Like, every time I see his face, we were watching it because I watched it. I did watch it with you. We didn't.
We did watch it. That's not the first. Yeah, it's the first time we've watched them together. But I wouldn't let anybody speak whilst I was watching it. But
it hit that scene, and I was staring at his face, and I was like chuckling to myself, like trying to hold it in. Well, I just wanted to point out to you.
Jez will also put his screenshot. I've actually got 2 screenshots, but I won't tell you what the second one is until the end.
Ooh.
This was, in the grand scheme of things, the first script to be fully written and completed out of the whole season. Yeah. I don't know why the 3rd episode would be the first written, but there you
go. Even that the first episode was technically going to be the last episode, that still wasn't written.
Yeah. When the kids are on a tour of the nuclear power plant and they watch the Smiling Joe Fishing cartoon, and I said this to myself when I actually wrote it down in my notes, but looking back on the official trivia, it's in there as well, that Smiling Joe Fishing's explanation of how a nuclear power plant works is actually really accurate.
Yeah. I know
that's how they work. And then even though the joke about disposing of the nuclear waste afterwards, that's also quite accurate.
Yeah, they just sweep under the carpet like a dirt carpet, and it just
I thought that was quite cool. Also, know the old video, the old time movie effect they got on that cartoon.
Yeah,
they actually achieved that by I kind of believe this, but it may not. They took the actual film, the finished film, and wiped it across some concrete.
Really?
So it actually scratched the film.
Well, I suppose it's on tape, isn't it? So back then.
Yeah, I'm assuming. It sounds true. I want that to be true because that's cool. So there you go. I've officially made that true.
Well, it's a good idea. We have to when we create our film eventually. We'll have to print it onto some tape and then just scratch it across that, and then get some
Well, that's all the trivia I have for this one. Although it has reminded me that I want to talk about. There's a bit in the middle where Marge is talking to Homer.
Yeah.
And her animation is all over the place.
Yeah.
Her jaw's going like this, and her arms start doing really weird things, and.
It's just as he saved her, isn't it?
It was just weird.
Yeah, and she's like...
Her jaw's going over here, and her eyes going up there.
Fortunately, it was definitely a mistake from the animation department.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's the wibbly wobbly animation. It's almost exactly the same as you got it for back in the on the Tracy Ullman shorts, but didn't like it. It was weird. It's very strange. Oh, and also in the crowd, I swear I saw a black Flanders.
Probably
an African American Flanders. If anybody's interested, I will post a screenshot of that because I saw it. That's Flanders, but he's got dark skin.
That reminds me. I mentioned the last episode of the intro scene with the Bart at the bus stop.
Yeah.
Did you go back and check that?
Yeah, I put a screenshot up on Instagram and Twitter. I think I put it up on both of them. And you're right. I put the screenshot where he's standing in the queue.
Yes,
and he
doesn't look like him.
He looks vaguely like him. And you're right. He does look more like him when he's running.
Yeah.
But you can only see his eye in the top of his hair. But yes, it does look like Bart running in that one. I'll give you that.
I reckon they just did that, and they've got Bart. They might as well use him.
I tell you what, if you can find a GIF of that, we'll stick that up as well. We're gonna have a lot of stuff up on this week.
Oh yeah, that's good. We should be doing this for every week on social media.
We should.
Yeah. Yes.
Favorite joke? What made you laugh?
See, I would just enjoy the story of this episode. I don't think I like it when Maggie pokes him in the eye. It's funny.
That's on my list. That was my running up when he's laying on the couch. He's just like do.
Yeah. It's not my favorite one though. I do like when it's just they tell Homer to rush it up and they're just like they just go through it really quickly, and it kind of like almost develops Homer's character because he's like is like he's lucky and unlucky different parts. Like when he's in court,
Right.
or he's in like the meeting, and he stands up and he's like, this is from the great times since like the dinosaurs. We've been over there, and then he's like, oh, speed up, Simpson. I want to put a sign on 31st Street. It's like, okay, fine, all in favor. Aye. Okay, meeting adjourned. Let's go and make logs.
He's like, what? That works?
Yeah. Like, yeah. Oh my god, I'm amazing.
So that's your favourite moment?
I suppose because I can't really remember many others.
I love the episode, but I don't remember a thing about it.
Yeah.
My favourite, it wasn't a character. Well, it was a character. It wasn't even a joke that something said. When Homer goes into Mr. Burns' office, and I am going to put a screenshot of it because it genuinely,
I think this one
made me laugh out loud. Over one shoulder, Homer, on the wall is a picture of a naked Mr. Burns riding a bright green horse.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's a great picture, and it made me laugh. I'm not taking anything away from the rest of the episode. It was a great episode. There was some funny bits, but that genuinely, I saw that, and that made me laugh.
There's also a picture a couple of times over Homer's shoulder on the fridge of Homer and Marge, which I haven't noticed before, and it's both of them looking really like disgruntled at the camera.
They're like really quite close up to the camera, aren't
they're
they?
like the camera, and Marge's like this, and then Homer's like, and it was just quite amusing. I don't know if it was like just an animation thing that they wanted to do, but it was amusing.
So, what was your least favourite part of this episode?
Probably where they were talking, where the old people made the joke about Homer killing himself.
Just because it was so dark.
Yeah. Although another favourite bit was again counter to that, when Homer's tied himself with the rock. He's tied himself with the rock before getting to the thing, so he's like got to lift the rock to the thing.
That's funny.
Yeah, I know. That's what I found funny. Yeah. But I just think it wasn't necessarily dark. It just seemed like it didn't fit with the scene, and it was too.
It was possibly the wrong tone
stupid.
of the show.
Yeah, it was making fun of it, and whereas they're not. The scene itself, they're making light of the subject, but it's because it's Homer. We're laughing at Homer, not laughing at the depression.
Yeah.
They're laughing at the fact that he's going to kill himself.
I think this is probably about the 7th time I've said that this episode alone, and I will stop doing this. But again, it's a knockback to the Tracy Ullman shorts because the Tracy Ullman show was not meant for kids. It was a grown-up show. It was a comedy show, but so some of the stuff was a little edgier. I don't know how to put it.
Yeah, because they're spikier.
Yeah, so I think it was So I think it was a knockback to that. So hang on, I still don't. Oh, you're old. The grim old people.
Yeah, they're just I mean, I suppose maybe because they're old people, it's more acceptable because they're going to die at some point, so they find it funny. I think that's kind of what the angle that they were going for. But it just didn't fit, and I didn't like it.
Well, my least favourite part of this episode was, as much as I love the character, was Wendell.
Really?
Yeah, the puking kid on the bus.
Was it because it's gross?
No, it's not even that. It served no purpose whatsoever.
Yeah,
it hardly even. I mean, you could argue that it padded some time, but seconds at most.
Yeah.
He was just there because he was there. Sherry and Terry, they're the ones that got Bart into trouble.
Yeah.
So they did that. They padded that thing. Wendell, no, even when they got there, oh, Wendell, you made him a man. Now normally I would find puking funny. It didn't add anything to the episode. It wasn't necessary. Just I possibly being just a miserable git, but I didn't like it.
No, that's fair. I'm pretty sure we see Sherry and Terry's dad at another point as well.
Yes, at the beginning. He's the one that leans over and says, "Oh, who did this? Simpson." Blah, blah, blah. And hi, Daddy. Hi, girls.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we see him at some other point.
If you had asked me, do you ever see Sherry and Terry's dad? I would have said no, flat out.
No,
I don't ever.
Me
remember
too,
him.
but I vaguely seeing him. He looks familiar, so they may have just reused him. But
so, if you had to give Homer's Odyssey a rating,
we haven't done MVP yet.
Oh, we didn't. Well, that's easy for me. It's Homer.
Who? For me, it's Otto. It's either Otto or Burns.
Is it Otto just because it's Otto, and Otto always deserves to be the MVP?
if it's for that reason, it's Burns. If it's not, it's Otter.
Go on, pick one. You've got to pick one.
Well, both their characters were so fleshed out in this episode. They were just like, this is how they are for the rest of time.
That's true.
That's why I like them.
That could be argued that's a bad thing because it means their character never develops.
Yeah, they don't need to. They're secondary characters that are already fleshed out.
They're perfect.
I mean, Otto. I mean, he's even in the bit where Marge is. Oh, I did like the Marge on roller skates. That was funny too. But when Marge is on roller skates, he's there ordering the food as well.
Yeah, Marge
he orders the food.
Yeah, so mine's Homer because this was a Homer episode. He was funny.
Yeah.
It was great. It's a Homer episode.
Yeah, I felt a bit, on the nose to award it to Homer, giving it to Homer an episode.
I don't mind doing that. Plus, I don't think any of the other characters in this really they didn't stand out as much as Homer did. This was a Homer story.
We need a Marge episode. Marge's character in this is very flat.
Well, she's barely there. She's got like 4 lines.
Yeah. I know we get a Lisa episode at some point in the series. Very soon.
Well, we've had a Bart. We've had a Homer. There too.
Yep.
When do we get a Maggie one though?
I think that's in a couple of series.
Yeah.
Because we definitely do get one. I think at the end of the second series, quote me if I'm wrong, but that's when Mr. Burns puts a thing over the town. Puts like a big dome. Not a dome, but a big...
Who Shot
it blocks
Mr.
out
Burns
the sun. Yeah, because that's technically a Maggie-centric episode. Because it's a 2-parter. And obviously, spoilers.
I can't remember what season that's in, but you reckon that's second season?
Yeah, I think that's the end of season 2. I vaguely remember that being the end of season 2.
Let's see. Right, well there you go. Now we've done our MVPs.
Yes.
Give it a rating. Now, last week you tried to give it 4,500 out of 1,000.
Yeah.
Are you going to be even closer this time?
What, you mean even more
inaccurate?
I'll give it... I quite like this episode, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10, or a 6.99999 recurring out of 10.
That's quite high.
Yeah, I like 7. Yeah, I like this episode, and I like the title as well.
Homer's Odyssey.
Yeah, because I don't think they intentionally called him Homer after the philosopher. I think they just called him Homer for a different reason. I think it was actually named after a doctor or philosopher.
I tell you what, you can find out and tell us next time who he's named
I'll
after.
tell you next time. Homer is named Homer.
I think this is of the 3 we've watched, this has been my favourite so far. So I'm going to give this 3 out of 4 nuclear accidents. Accidents, yep. So that's 75%. So that's a win for this one. Ding ding. Yay.
7.5 out of 10 if you want to go that accurate like me.
That was it. That was episode 3, series 1, Homer's Odyssey. Next week, there's No Disgrace Like Home.
Yeah. I did not know that this one was next. Again, I thought this was Elisa one next. But
I don't know. I like a lot of these I'm finding. I don't remember them until I start watching them and go, oh, it's that one.
Well, no, it would be really nice to actually get... Because these past 2 episodes, I do not remember at all. Like I say, I remember Homer having a job before safety officer or safety manager. But in Sector 7...
Sector 7G.
G, is G, yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I don't remember ever watching the episode, and I thought it was a lot later.
Well, apart from Simpsons roasting over an open fire, I only have vague memories of season 1. I think season 1 is the least replayed one, if that makes sense.
Probably. Apart from the first episode, obviously.
Yeah.
I do think that we're going to get this Lisa episode we might remember. I'm pretty sure Bleeding Gums is in that one.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier, weren't we? Whether Bleeding Gums Murphy is in season 1. We'll have to... I don't think he is, but you're quite adamant he is. So we shall find out. We shall see. It's definitely not next week's. There's no difference.
No, that's not next week's. No.
You'll have to tune in next week. We are looking at getting a 3rd member of the crew to come in and talk to us, get a different perspective on things. Yeah, possibly a guest. I don't think they'll be regular, but you never know. So check us out on social media. We are on Instagram and Twitter. Just look for, on Twitter, we are at 742, or do a search for More of a Shelbyville Podcast. On Instagram, we are more of a Shelbyville podcast with underscores instead of spaces. If you want to drop us a line, you can go to our website, shelbyvillepodcast.wordpress.com. There's a contact form on there. There's also links to our YouTube videos and past episodes. Or you can email us at shelbyvillepodcast@gmail.com. There you go. That's. Did you see a pattern forming there? Mm-hmm. But please go check our website out. Have a listen to our older episodes. Drop us a line. Say hello.
Say hello.
Hey.
We welcome interaction. We don't get it enough.
Please interact with us.
Talk to us.
Anyway,
say something.
Thank you very much. We will be posting screenshots up during the week. Don't forget on Wednesdays we post the behind the scenes video onto YouTube, which is the raw and unedited cut of us knobbing around at the beginning and having a chat at the end.
I don't even know where we started recording today, so
do you know what? I think I just hit record and then promptly forgot about it.
Oh, good. Oh, and pay attention to the ending credits.
Yes, we have new thank you, Jez. We have new intro and outro, so stay around.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much. I've been Dobby and he's been Jez, and we've been watching The Simpsons, and we will see you next week.
Bye bye.
It's more of a Shelbyville idea. Woohoo!
Ay, caramba!
No! You left! I'll teach you to left! Someone broke the toilet!
And we're clear.
Woo.
Forgot to tell you. We had a visitor to the website from Australia.
How do you know?
Because there's stats on the website, and I get a little map.
Oh, there are stats.
Yeah, I get a little map on the. It's not did they listen to anything. I can see which pages they go to. And we had a visitor from Australia.
Yay.
I don't know
how many visitors is that?
About 11.
Oh, that's good. No, that's more than I thought.
So at least 3 of those are probably me from various locations. But yeah, that's kind of cool.
Cool. Yeah, that's good.
That what
we're getting somewhere.
That yeah. I do like the intro and the outro. I think that's awesome.
Yes.
Well done. So we'll keep that one now for.
Can I show you the screenshot?
Yeah, you're going to send it over, won't you? Send it over. If you put it on Skype, I will.
No, yeah, I'll just do it now. There you go.
And I will share it to people. Where is the chat? What the hell?
I know.
Hang on. Can I
Every time I saw it.
Yes, people can see it. Hang on. Let me just expand. Oh, how do I do it?
Wait, are we still?
We're still recording.
You're brilliant.
Let me put that on the top.
We're not recording the audio. That's fine.
Why? Oh. There you go.
Well, I would just
look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that guy's head. What is wrong there?
You laugh. I just saw him and I was like, and I paused. And I'm like, I gotta take a screenshot of this. And every time I blew it up, it just made me laugh.
Do you know what? If I didn't know better, that looks like Apu right there.
It does as well.
Yeah.
No, the guy I circled looks a bit like Ralph, but deformed.
It looks like he got his head trapped in an elevator.
There's a ghost behind him, and Woody the Woodpecker next to him.
See, now I definitely have to go look and see if there's a happy little elf and a skeleton.
Yes.
Let's put you back in your corner. Hang on.
Yes. Get rid of that.
There we go. Get rid of that. Oh, you have no head.
Show me your screenshots.
I don't actually have them yet.
Oh, you just know where they are.
I just know where they are. Yeah, I know where I want to capture them from.
Right.
Okay, cool. 3 down.
Cool.
Another 10 to go.
10. There's 13 episodes of there.
Yeah, we're going to record. Ha! There you go. There's a behind the scenes. Anybody watching the YouTube video, we're going to be recording next Wednesday instead of Friday next week.
We were planning to do Thursday this week, but we never got around to it.
Yeah, I was tired. I think so.
You were watching the episode then.
Yeah, that too. Well, yeah, I didn't. I wrote my notes out last night, and I didn't type everything up and get it ready until lunchtime.
These are my notes. I'm running out of paper.
I have screens with various notes all over them.
This is like a full sheet of paper, but that's not actually full of.
See,
stuff.
I can't do that because I can't actually read my own writing. Okay. Well, I'm out of here. Thank you,
All right.
people. See you next time.
Bye.